welcome back to the channel, and just take a look at the size of this box. This is going to be the biggest and fastest boat we have featured on the channel so far. This is the FT011. It's 4S ready, it's brushless, and as you see at the start of the video, it is very, very quick. Right, so let's do it. Let's take a look at the FT011. It looks fantastic. I cannot wait to show you guys. So here it is. Right, so let's take a look at what we get in the box with our FT011. Now, Banggood have sent me the 2 battery version, and I've got two 2200 milliamp hour 30C 4S packs. Now, you can also go for the single battery version, and I think you're going to get a decent amount of runtime out of one of these packs. We've got a balance charger, and if you're here in the UK or anywhere else, you may need to get an adapter for the plug. I don't actually know what the power output is for that. It's 1 amp an hour, so it's going to take just over 2 hours to get this pack charged. Transmitter wise, not too bad. It actually takes 6 AA batteries, not the usual 4, so just be wary of that. Let's see what's going on under here. We've got our steering trim, our steering dual rate, on and off switch, nice rubberized grip there on the wheel. Overall, not a bad transmitter. You also get a basic black and white manual, and that's going to cover the basic stuff that you need to know to get you up and running. You have got a rubberized nose cone, and you can fit this to the boat. If you're worried about hitting into anything, that's going to give you a little bit of protection. You've got 3 spare props. That's a nice little addition. If you ever need to change your prop, well, you've got plenty there. You also get a little bag of parts. You've got a spanner, there's an Allen key in there, and there was also 2 grub screws. I actually lost one, and the other one I had to use to secure the linkage from the servo to the rudder. And here it is then. Now, can we just appreciate the sheer size of this thing? This boat comes in at 65 centimeters, and it's the largest boat I currently own. Just the sheer presence of it is crazy. Look at the size of it there on the worktop. We've got a really, really nice carbon fibre effect. Can you see that? It looks really, really good. Taking a closer look at the rear of this boat, we've got these really nice chunky stabilising tabs, and they're going to help to keep this thing nice and stable on the water. We've got our prop there. That's a nice chunky prop. Here we've got a nice shielded tube, which is where our water inlet is. I think that's what you call it. I'm not a boat expert, but I know for a fact that is where the water gets sucked in. It then runs around the system to keep everything nice and cool. And it's a nice little addition, that the metal shield. That's going to keep the tube nice and safe. Yeah, I'm really liking this one. Most of all because of the sheer size of it. Yes, there are other options out there, and there's also bigger boats out there, and some of you may be thinking, well, at 65 centimeters, it's really not the biggest thing that actually exists, and I'm fully aware of that. But guys, I am an RC boat noob here on the channel, so to me, this is quite an impressive size. I always struggle to take these things off one-handed. And there we go. So let's take a closer look at the electronics. So let's take a closer look at the inside of this boat then. Now we've got our steering servo at the back for our rudder. Now I don't know what the power output is for this steering servo. There's very limited information available as to what the actual spec of this boat is, which is a little bit of a shame. I checked multiple websites and I couldn't find out the exact spec for the servo, the motor. I did actually find out though that the ESC is 65 amps, but you know, it's a shame because I really wanted to know exactly what the figures were and what the power output is for the motor. But it is what it is, it doesn't matter. Like I said, that is where our water comes in. It goes through the water block on the outrunner motor there. It then goes to the ESC and finally comes out from the outlet here. 65 amp ESC, like I said. You've also got the receiver placed on top of that. Apart from that, guys, there's really not a lot more I can tell you because there's very limited information as to what the actual spec is. Your 4S battery pack is secured by Velcro straps, as you can see here. I think we've done enough talking, guys. There really is only one thing left to do, and that is to get the 4S packs charged up. Let's head out and let's see just how fast and how good this FT011 actually is. Let's do it. Right, so I have come out to test out the FT011. I've been very excited to do this because this is the biggest and baddest boat I have had on the channel so far. Let's not waste any time. Let's get it in the water and see how it performs. Right, so let's give this a go. Let's give the FT011 its first test run. Now, this is the largest boat I've had on the channel so far. I'm just going to go a little bit slower just to get an idea of how this thing performs. It does feel like it's got quite a wide turning circle, and I have checked, the steering yaw rate is on 100%. This thing is very, very quick, as you can hear, and as you can see, it does make a bit of a noise. You can see the water outlet there, throwing the water out from the cooling system. That's full throttle. 4S power. Very, very impressive. Yes, I like this one. This is definitely my favourite that I've done on the channel so far. Sounds great. Now we have to remember, for the price this costs, anything else similar, you know, you're going to be paying probably more than double, considering the size of it as well. Very, very stable in the water. I think one minor complaint, I would like it if the steering was a little bit more tight, a little bit more precise. It does feel like it's got a very, very wide turning circle, which if you're on a big area of water like this, you're not going to have a problem. But if you're running on a, you know, a smaller area, it may become a little bit of an issue. But I am struggling to see or to find any major issues with this boat. Very, very good. So I think we're going to leave it there today. Very enjoyable boat, especially for the price. The performance that you're getting for that price is insane. A lot of fun, and this is definitely top of the list for me so far. And there we go then. So I was very, very pleased with the performance of this 4S boat. Fastest boat we've had on the channel so far. Price wise, they're selling for a very good price at the moment. These aren't new, they have been around for quite a few years. There's some videos on YouTube which date back to sort of 2016, 2017, so they're definitely not new boats, but they are still excellent value for the money. A lot of people say good things about the FT012, and obviously this is the bigger brother. And this is definitely another very, very good option if you're looking for something a little bit bigger and something a little bit more powerful. You probably heard me mention I was a little bit disappointed with the steering on this boat. And I know it's a big 65cm boat, but compared to the other boats that I've tried so far on the channel, yes, they're smaller, so they're going to be a little bit, you know, more agile compared to this. It's big, it's heavy. But the nice thing is they do an upgrade. I'm not sure if it's an official upgrade, but there is an upgrade available, and there are other metal components that you can buy for this as well if you want to upgrade it to help you get even better performance. I think with a servo upgrade and a rudder upgrade, it's definitely going to make a huge difference on this, and I'm going to be looking into that because I cannot wait to get this boat back out again. I had so much fun with it today, and I tell you what, for the money, you really can't go wrong. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed seeing this FT011 on the channel. This is going to be the last boat that we do this year. We may revisit boats next year. We'll see how it goes. But I have got, you know, some other ideas, some other things I want to do on the channel. I ventured down the boat route. I don't think a huge amount of you were really interested in the boat content, but we gave it a go. We're going to focus, you know, primarily on the cars over the winter and into next year. And you never know, we may actually get into boats again in the spring of 2022. Cheers guys, and I'll see you again soon on the next one. Take care.